What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Real quick, if you're not in the pressure washing Facebook group, business owners Facebook group, first link in the description. Make sure you get in that group. You got people like Scott Cleans It is in there. Everyone knows that guy. Joe Deary, I mean, for the love of God, everyone knows that guy. Powerful Improvements, that guy is in the Facebook group. It's got about 4,300 people in that group. Really, really cool group. Unlike all the other pressure washer business, pages out there where everyone's just kind of like, belittling each other. Laughing emojis and just making everyone feel like shit. This is a really good group you want to get into. Everyone's trying to grow their business. Everyone's trying to get to the next level. Everyone's just trying to level up their life. So if you're not in that group, first link in the description, make sure you get in that group. So I just kind of wanted to make a really, really short and sweet video for you guys. A lot of times I talk about going out and doing commercial scouting. That's pretty much when you're going and walking in commercial buildings, either talking to the property manager, getting their business information, calling on the phone, whatever establishment you want, and getting that proper contact information, whether that be the maintenance manager, the property manager. At least you're just getting them plugged into your CRM so you can do separate marketing from your residential clients. Like you can have a whole commercial portfolio of just all kinds of commercial email addresses and phone numbers that you can constantly do marketing to. And these are all people that are property managers, building owners, restaurant owners, office maintenance managers. Something that's really, really cool that you want to have. And what I've developed for you guys, what I've kind of put together for you guys is something, because a lot of people will reach out to me and say, hey, Austin, how are you emailing? What are you saying in these emails when you're calling these property managers? What are you saying when you go in there? What are you saying on the phone? And I kind of want to walk through that with you, because how I like to do it is if I see a building that is dirty, like this. Okay, what I like to do is I like to just go in the building. If I can, I want to either talk to the property manager, the general manager, the building owner, any of those higher people in those positions, and at least shake my hand, put a face to face, and see if I can get their business card. I don't want to take any of their time right there. They're going to be busy. You trying to sit down and give them a whole pressure washing pitch is not something that I don't think they would so much appreciate in that particular time. I always want to be respectful of people's time and say, hey, look, I know you're busy. If I can just grab a business card, I want to shoot something in your email address. That way, we can address this at a further time, but it has something to do with your property or something along those lines. Is going to be really, really, at least in my experience, it's a lot more beneficial. But if they're not there, what I like to do is I like to do really good emails. So I've put together an email for you guys. It's going to be the second link in the description. It's an email that y'all can use to just copy and paste. Fill out your name and then fill out your company name, and then all you got to do is plug in your website URL and Google My Business. Plug that in, literally copy and paste, and go to all the property managers you can. And specifically, what I'm talking about in this specific email is going to be apartment managers. So what I like to do in my free time, it's 40 degrees outside. It's pretty much the middle of winter for a lot of you guys up north in Texas. It's about 40 degrees outside, so pretty cold. And let's face it, a lot of you guys that are not busy, even me, we got more time than we used to in a busy season. So we have a lot of time to just kind of work on our business, make sure the online stuff is all set, get our marketing plans together for the busy season. And one thing you can be doing in all this free time is going out and looking at apartment buildings. And so how I would recommend doing this is kind of getting in the car in your free time and going down the road and just finding older buildings that are, obviously dirty. You don't want just you're not looking for like black streaks of mold here and there. I'm talking about serious issues, something that the property manager probably knows about, or, for sure something that the tenants, the people that live in that building for sure see on a daily basis. Something that's like obvious, like, dude, this building is dirty. It needs to get clean. Because those are going to have the best turnover results. And it's as simple as going in there, walking the property, getting really good pictures like this. Okay, these are pictures that I took at a nearby complex, which I have shown proof of the response. But let me keep going here. Get pictures of the property like so. Okay, walk in, either ask for the property manager. If the property manager is not there, you can talk to the leasing agent. They'll 100% give you the property manager's business card. And then you can take that business card with you home. Or if you don't want to even go in there and talk to anybody, just go home, get on the phone. Hey, I was just looking for the property manager's business card or property manager's email address. Is there any way I can get that from you? And then great, 99% of the time, they will give it to you. I've never had any issues. If they say, oh, what's this about? You can say, oh, I was cruising in your property. I noticed some things. I wanted to bring it up to the property manager. They will give you the property manager's email address. There should be no hesitations, no pushback on that question. And then you get home, and then all I do is I get this email and I send it over with my pictures, website, Google, thanks, and my name down at the bottom, my phone number, and I send it to them. So I've made that email available for you guys. It's a very good scripted email. It hits the hot points. It's not it's not to run off. It's very, very concise. It's straight to the point, and people in my Facebook group that I've already exposed this email to are saying it's actually really, really good. And I've even posted results in my Facebook group of responses that I get. All I'm looking for is a response. You can't go into this thinking, what's the ROI? What's the ROI? Dude, what's the ROI if no one knows your business? So that's how I look at it. And, so if I can just get the leasing agent or property manager to respond, say, hey, Austin, thanks for pointing this out to me. I'm going to put this in our calendar, or I'm going to send this up the chain of command and see what kind of responses I can get. All that is what I'm looking for, because then I can follow up on that through the month, and hey, you never know. You might get a response that says, hey, you know what, Austin, we've been thinking about this and it's in our budget. Let's set up a meeting where you can come down here and take a look at the property. That might just happen. I mean, it might happen like that. It happens all the time like that. So the email is going to be $3 for you guys. Okay, that is less than a cup of coffee. That is, I know when I get up in the morning and I go to Starbucks, an Americano is $3.79. Okay, so a $3 email that you can just copy paste. It'll save y'all a bunch of time. You don't got to put together an email, make sure all the spelling is correct, and make sure it's written right, and make sure it's got a high ratio of people actually looking at it. One of the biggest problems with people that are actually marketing to property managers, and I don't know if y'all know this, but my family business is property management. Our whole family manages hundreds of units. We're big in the real estate game, and I'm in the real estate apartment niche. So actually, this actually works really, really well for me. I know how to talk to these apartment property managers, and I know what they deal with, and I know all the emails and calls they get from all these vendors and stuff. So really, really important that you want to stand out in an email. And one thing that's equally important is making sure that subject line is actually something that they'll read. You can't just say, pressure washing services 20% off. They're gonna toss that right in the trash. So you gotta make sure their emails are written right, and they actually, for one, the managers are actually gonna click on the email. That is pretty much everything, because if you can get them to click on the email, the rest of it is just making sure it's written right. So anyway, guys, it's $3. I know I told y'all I'd never sell y'all on anything, and what I mean by that is I'm never gonna make a course, $100 course, $200 course. I'm never gonna charge y'all for consultation calls. I'm not gonna do events or any of that stuff. I'm not dissing anyone who does. It's just like from my heart, I'm not gonna get no benefit for charging someone that kind of money for me to help them, especially when the information is free online. However, a lot of y'all, when I get on these calls with you guys, are like, man, Austin, how can I compensate you? What's your Venmo? What's your PayPal? I'd love to send you $50 for talking to me, and I'm not like some big guru out there. I don't have a multiple truck $100 or $1 million business. I did do $100,000 last year in pressure washing, so I know a fair amount. So if I can just help someone that's got nothing get from here to at least a point where they can depend on something each month, man, that's all I care about. Because there's so many people in the world like that need help like that. Anyway, so yeah, $3 each, and so when y'all ask me how can I support you? This is how you can support me, because $3 each will help me keep my surfactant on the truck, help me get extra little couplings and plastic pieces and little downstream injectors, stock safety goggles, gloves, all the things, little knick-knack things, pieces that you need that we constantly have to order every 2 or 3 months. This is, if you all want to help support me, I'd love to gift you this email. This is how you can support me. You can just go get the email. It's really, really cool for y'all, because you don't have to come up with an email, make sure it's all written right and it's typed right and the right things are in there, and then you're worried about if they're gonna click on it or not. This is how you can support me. It'll keep my truck stocked up with all the little things that we gotta make sure we have on the truck. So that's the second link in the description, and make sure you get that email. People are raving about it in the Facebook group, over 50 orders. And frankly, it's got a high click rate, and that's all we're looking for. We're looking for the property manager to click on it. And you never know, it might just work out like that, where they say, hey, Austin, come over here and let's talk about this. Or, hey, Austin, I'm running this up the chain of command. Or, hey, Austin, Thanks for sending this. Here's a screenshot of the first response I got yesterday. Okay, so look, that's what I'm looking for, because if I can get a response, then I have something to follow up on. I can't follow up on no response. So guys, if y'all want to help me out, I'd love to send you all this email. There's a second link in the description. It's $3. Go get it, and love to see y'all on the other side. Peace out. Also, guys, real quick, a lot of people are buying this email, and then what they end up seeing is they're not able to open it. It's because you bought it on your cell phone, and you can't open a PDF on most people's cell phone unless you have like an Android or something. So if you want to get it, if you're watching this on your cell phone and you hit the link and you buy it, you got to go on your computer and open your email, and it should be right there in your receipt. The link is right there, the PDF. That way you can open it. If you really want to see it on your cell phone, just text me 512-364-5806, your screenshot, your proof of purchase, and I'll just text it to you. But again, guys, it's all on your email on your desktop. So check it out on your computer. Peace out.